to record. Okay, now we are recording. Okay, for the first part of the activity, each one of you will have 1.5 minutes to introduce yourself. Everybody is going to introduce, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Miss Ana Isabel Alzate. Ladies first.
Okay. My name is Ana Isabel. I'm 44 years old. I'm in the 9th semester of bachelor's degree in English as a foreign language. I'm from Dos Quebradas, Risaralda. I work as a waitress in a coffee shop belong to my family. I like the English language very much, but I don't have any experience in teaching it. I want to become a successful English teacher, and in the future, I see me working as a virtual teacher.
Okay, very well, excellent, Ana Isabel. Okay, uh, now let's continue with Angie Quiroz.
Hi everyone, good night. Let me introduce myself. I am Angie Quiroz. I'm from Valledupar. I'm 28 years old. I was born on September 9 for 1992. Currently, I live with my mother and I don't have siblings. With respect to my studies, I am at the 7th semester of my career. Regarding to my work, I'm working as an academic support for a girl. I love to hang out with my friends because I really have a good time with them. I like to watch series and fiction movies, and I hate people that mistreat animals because they are innocent. That's my presentation.
Okay, very well, Angie, excellent. Very well. Now let's continue with Mr. Bonilla.
Good evening, tutor and peers. My name is Daniel William Bonilla Toar. I am 50 years old. Sorry. I I'm married and I have two children. I worked for the Colombian Army as an NCO for 28 years, and mm, right now I'm dedicated to take care of my family in a big house in the countryside of the municipality of Granada Meta. I am I started studying this bachelor degree uh, 4 years ago. So I hope that at the end of this time, I could have take advantage of all knowledge that you could give me through these encounters.
Okay, very well, Mr. Bonilla. Very well. Now, the last one is Edwin.
Okay, teacher and peers, good evening. I am Edwin Alexander Martinez. I'm 36 years old. I was born in Duitama, Boyacá, but I live in Tunja with my wife and my two daughters. I'm married. Uh, we live in Tunja. I work as a police officer since the 2003. I've been working as a police officer. Uh, I like to spend time with my family, with my daughters, going out to the parks, see movies, watching TV, and planning vacations to other towns or north coast, for example. And I like the seafood very much, and I don't like the persons that feel yeah, how can I say it, teacher? I left the word maltrato. How can I say
Cruelty.
maltrato?
Cruelty.
Cruel, cruelty. Okay. As the partner, my last partner mm, said, cruelty. I,
Okay.
I don't like the person that cruelty with the animals.
I
Cruel
think it's
with them.
mistreat.
Mistreat
Uh,
or people who are cruel with animals. Okay, the time is over. Okay,
yeah. Yes.
because I have a
Okay.
chronometer. Look, I have chronometer.
Okay, teacher. Okay,
Okay, very
teacher. I'm
well.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So no, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to organize the ideas per group because this girl sent me a message. The other girl, Paola. So now I leave the conversation. Everybody leave the conversation, and you can join in for WhatsApp or maybe for Skype could be because I'm going to hang hang the conversation, okay? And after I call you again, okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Llamada iniciada, quiero cortarla y no he podido. Miércoles. Okay. Okay, I won't listen to you. Para que ustedes se pongan de acuerdo.
Anna, I will call you by WhatsApp.
Okay.
I am not sure what is the protein.
Me too. Who is the
You are for
protein?
the pro? And the other partner, what is?
Diner and me, con. Yes or no?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Let me check.
Yes. Yes.
Let me check the WhatsApp group. I know
Okay.
that I am in a pro team, but I don't know what are my partners.
Anna and I are
Yeah, I think
the
Con.
the cons team. Yeah,
Okay.
cons.
Okay, so the protein is Mr. Bonilla and me.
No.
You are
Mr.
Mr. Bonilla?
Martinez. Mr. Martinez
Okay,
and you.
okay. I don't know if Anna left the meeting with the partner or I don't know how to do that. Or can we
Mute the
talk by,
microphones and that's it.
The,
what is the name for Mr.
well,
Martinez?
Alex or Edwin Martinez. Edwin Alexander Martinez.
Let me check that. Why I am searching you in WhatsApp, but I can't find you. Okay. ¿Tú preparaste algo? Alex.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? My goodness. Okay, are you ready? Okay, are you ready, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so now let's continue with the short explanation about the topic. Cada uno va a decir una explicación en general. No van a tomar opiniones pros or cons, no. Only a little explanation about the topic. Okay. The first is, ¿quién quiere venir? Who wants to be the first?
Me again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The topic we choose is related to the influences and their effects on youngest behavior. Nowadays is well known that youngest spend a lot of time using social media, and for the technology is the way that the youngest influencers has influencer. Sometimes bad influencers and sometimes good, but many times is bad influencers.
Okay. The next.
Teacher, yes, as the partners said, influencers could be models to follow between uh, the youngsters uh, because they create a model, a pattern of behavior. Certainly, they have to be aware to the responsibility about it.
Okay, very well. And now it's coming.
Okay, teacher. Okay, I think that for the debate, the first thing that we have to take into account is uh, what an influencer is. So I could say that an influencer is someone who affects or changes the way that other people behave. For example, through their actions using social media, which is the main channel to promote their ideas and actions, especially for teenagers. Mm, this question, this matter of influencers is nothing new, as many people used to think. And it's there, for example, a very curious case occurred 15 years ago with a very important influencer in the United States who was working in marketing for the important brand Nike. And one day, everything was good for him. He was at the top of the fame, and finally, he made a mistake, inducing people to consume drugs. So we can see the
Mr.
two faces of the
Bonilla,
coin.
Mr. Bonilla,
Yes,
sorry,
teacher.
the time is over. Sorry,
Okay,
okay.
okay, teacher.
Now let's continue with Angie.
Yes, I want to make you a short presentation about influencers and their effects in youngest behavior. The world of social media is getting bigger, so it's in past and how to work functions. Influencer, as the name says, as the name reveals, influence, and the most influence, as the name the most influence, the most affected by social media are the children. The children are impressionable and easily influenced. And according to some researchers report, influencers are going to play the most important role in the life of the next generation, like making decisions about what to buy, how to act, and how to act with your family and your friends, and among other decisions that shouldn't be influenced by strangers people.
Okay, very well, guys. Okay.
That is so fast.
So fast. Okay, now let's continue. Now the pro group. Who are in the pro group?
Me, teacher.
Angie and
And me, teacher Edwin.
Edwin. Angie and Edwin. Nobody else? Two or three people?
We are just two because Paola, I think, was in our team.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, Angie, you have 1 minute and a half, and Edwin, two. Okay, begin, please. Wait, sorry.
Okay. Yes, now?
Yeah, okay, ready.
I have two ideas for the pro team, and is there are no bad influencer because each influencer has his audience. For this reason, be careful if the young person sees and does something inappropriate or that does not say him for his age. And the other is the influencers are no bad for the youngest person, for the youngest people in general. Therefore, it's important for the children to choose their influencers responsibly and choose with the help of the parents, because the parents need to have honest conversation with her kids, and it's important for the parents to make their kids realize what actually is happening in the influencer world, because it's a duty of the parents to encourage for personal interaction with the kids, with the child, and not through the screen. And the young need more time for spend time with the families and the friends and with the real contact. No, the influencers not have the fault of the problem. So that's my point of view.
Okay, very well. Now, one member of the other group uh, makes a question to Angie, but begins with, you said that, tomando las palabras de Angie para luego hacer una pregunta, or add a negative point of view.
Okay, Angie says that um, the influencers are good for our children, but we as parents have the responsibility of explaining them about what the influencer promotes. But what happens when our children are out of home? For example, when they are gathered with their classmates at school, uh,
Okay,
how how could I know as a parent what is happening with my with my son, when he is gathered with his classmates. He that I
Okay.
think that that you could explain that part, because I don't really understand how I could control that part with my son.
Okay,
Okay, yeah,
I
and your
see
time.
your point of view, but I think that the influencers are not bad in the way that each influencer, as I say, have his audience. So if all of the parents are good parents, the kid just has the influencer that he can see. So I understand your opinion, but is that is the real world. It's like, okay, if all of the parents have the same situation, the same responsibility, have the same work with his kids, so for control, the parentalhood and all of the things that they need to do for be safe for his kids. So that's the point. Because I know that kids can see all of the influencers because they have his own audience. Because maybe for me it's okay to see something, but for a kid it's something that can affect in the personality, in the mental health. I don't know. So that's the point.
Okay, Mr. Bonilla, do you have something to add it to this?
Uh, Teacher, I think that I didn't have a good answer to my question,
Okay.
because when my peer said that, I understood that, she said that uh, our responsibility as parents is limited only when our children are at home. But my question was, what happens when our children are not at home, when they are gathered with their classmates, for example? How can we
Okay.
control their participation in, for example, interactive sections with influencers or something like that? What can we do as
Okay.
parents to control that?
Okay,
Okay.
can I answer with another question? Because if you say that is okay, and what happen if the other parents have the same responsibility with his kids?
Okay. I really think that, sorry, that we could continue, but go thinking another idea. Maybe another member of the group has another answer that will be more suitable for Mr. Bonilla. Okay, the other member of the pro group is
Okay.
okay.
I understand the point of Mr. Bonilla, and it's pretty difficult for parents to take care of their children's in others environments. It's a true. It's a reality. But if the parents make a good task with the behavior, with the teaching good manners, good behaviors since the young age, maybe they adopt these good learners, and their actions, going to be good, going to be focused on good manners and good decisions. I think so.
Okay, good answer. Okay, now Mr. Martinez, give your point of view about the topic.
Yeah. Okay. I already gave my point of view, but in my pro, I
Position.
think the influencers give us a motivation, give us a encouragement in the topic of entertainment, entertainment because it's healthy for our psychological health. Is more healthy to have moments of entertainment or to get back the stress or the tired of the work. Maybe it's a good point of view to see this job of the influencers from the point of view of the entertainment, and in other hand is really good to see in the part of the entrepreneur of think outside the box, or because uh, they give us an example to acquire money or acquire earrings um, through the social media. It's a good example, a good motivation to give do the same.
Okay, very well. Uh, Anna, do you have a question to Edwin?
Yes, teacher, but it's related about the when the Angie says that parents have the responsibility of the care of the children. I would like to know how can you teach young to handle the temptations? They are bombarded with the ads, games, and social media. But Mr. Martinez can answer this question. I think so.
Okay, I understand your point. Yeah, I already said that if the parents uh, made a good task, they have a good results with the behaviors of their children. It's pretty difficult, and the social pressure is pretty hard to them. In fact, the youngsters have problems to commit suicide to the point of commit suicide. It's really hard. The depression, those problems are shows the lack of the good communication between parents and sons and but is there a good communication? Is there a good communication? These problems can be decreased. I think.
Okay, guys. Now let's go with the con team. They have 1 minute and a half each one to expose the negative points of the topic, about the topic.
Okay.
Mr. Bonnie. Okay.
Okay, teacher. As I said before, not everything can be good about influencers. There is a dark part, as I call. For example, it's about our teenagers' personality development, because some influencers are creating a kind of stereotype around how human body, how the perfect human body should be. So some teenagers try to imitate all what they do and try to do all what they say in order to get that kind of body that they are showing as the perfect body. It could be one thing. When our teenagers are do that, they are losing the possibility of developing their own personality. Our teenagers are lack of confidence because all what they do or all what they are depends on the other people opinion. That's what I can see as a real disadvantage uh, from influencers.
Okay,
Besides,
very well.
okay,
Okay, now let's go with Ana Isabel.
Okay, teacher. Uh, Influencers can be dangerous for teens because um, follow them it can lead to young anxiety, assist in cyberbullying, and play a part in influencing bad behavior. For me, it can cause kids to feel anxious when they see social media influencers doing things that they are not able to do. It is also easy for kids and teens to bully one another on social media. Many of the apps that young people use are photo based, for example, which opens up a lot of opportunity for negative comments. And this is a bad thing for the children. Another bad thing is the teens are very sensitive. Their brains are still developing and they have emotional emotional health vulnerable. For example, one cruel comment left on any picture or in any comment uh, left negative tasting. Um,
Okay,
I think that's all, teacher.
very well. Now, uh, Angie and Mr. Martinez can make a question to each one of your partners, Mr. Bonilla and Ana Isabel.
Okay. As my partner Anna says about the influencers that are dangerous for the youngest people. Okay, we can see what you are saying because yes, it's true, but it's not all of the influencers because if you see the influencer world will not stop just for help gifts or parents to take good decisions with the social media. So it's a job for have a good conversations with the kids to training there to be, I don't know the word for that, to be forced to be strongest in his mental health and all of that things that can help the kid to see all of the social media like, okay, I know that I can use that, but all of the things that I can have with the social media is not good for me. That's the point that I was telling you about the the conversation, with the honest conversation, because as a parent or as an adult you can say like, okay, you see it's a perfect body, but we can't, it's just for a photo. They use app for a dip, and it's not bad to be a little fat. You just have to eat well. It's something like that. It's to explain the the people to be an strongest person.
I know, Angie, your point of view, but I think that situation is 50-50 because
Yes.
as Dainer said, we can stay with our children all day and they can use technology since they are very young. Yeah, so I think it's very difficult to handle that point.
Yes. Okay, that I was saying at the last time was at the first time because my partner think that is just for the parents because the parents have to do. No, it's not that. It's just because you can't stay with your kid all day long. No, it's not. It's just because the kid have the opportunity to decide, okay, I can see that, I can't see that. So that's the point. Because if we say, as you say, it's 50-50, we can't say that influencers are bad. Like, okay, 10% is the worst thing that we can see, and maybe the 70% is so, and the other 20 is good because they do humanitarian service, they have good advices to enterprises to be a good person. So that's the point.
Okay, very well. Now we have the time for conclusions. Each one of you is going to give a conclusion, no matter positive or negative. Okay, who begins?
Um, in conclusion, teacher, I could say that influencers uh, are working according to the evolution of our society. They are part of the globalization. So maybe um, we can see them as a positive or negative influence in our children, our teenagers, depending on the kind of messages transmitted by them. Because undoubtedly, many of them, I could say that I good people, but sometimes there are many so-called influencers that give wrong messages to not only to teenagers but to all society, to the society as a whole, um, trying to lead the followers through the path of violence and creating disorders and many other things. But some of them, instead of being a bad influence, are trying and, and struggling uh, to defeat all the frustration that sometimes many teenagers find in their own homes, for example. Mm, so I
Okay,
think that
Mr. Bonilla, sorry, time is over. Let's continue
okay,
with
teacher.
Mr. Martinez.
Okay, teacher, to sum up the topic, uh, we have, as a parents, all the responsibility to guide our kids good use of the social media or to be followers of anyone influencer of which is bad, which is good. In my case, I have an app called the Family Link, something like that. I remember Family Link. Yeah, and through this app, I control everything that my daughters say see in videos on YouTube or apps that, yeah, and she she wants to download some application. She has to ask for me a permission to download this application, and it's one of all manners or all methods to control the, the content that they can see in the video.
Okay, time is over. Okay, guys, good activity. I notice you practice and you read the some information or your sources very well. Okay. Uh, this was um, like a practice or like a
For
it's
the tax 3.
for the task 3.
Mm.
In task 3,
Something went wrong. Please try again.
my cell phone is a little crazy. Okay, so you need to look for more vocabulary useful for you to give opinions and ideas. Okay, and you have some time. You can watch the video you need to watch for your task 3. You had some time, good time, I think. You can see that video so many times, write your ideas, and please, I know they speak English sometimes quickly, please. Uh, Put subtitles in English because it's a better way to understand the videos, okay? So for me, the activity was excellent, was well done. And I don't know, but the teacher hadn't sent me your scores of Edmodo exams. Ella no me ha mandado las notas del Edmodo. Entonces, if you can get some screenshots, send me the screenshot with your scores. Okay?
Okay, miss.
Could be. For me,
Okay, teacher.
At the group of WhatsApp group, teacher.
yeah, at the WhatsApp group, yeah. At the WhatsApp group would be better. And please, everything was good. But we need to go to the next level, como dicen por ahí. Go to the next level because you will be with another tutor in the next debate. I won't be your tutor, I think. I don't know if you have booked with me. Se inscribieron conmigo or I don't know with, because
For
there are
me
There are
is
different
Valeria.
tutors.
Valeria, yeah, there are some different.
Mm.
Okay, so practice a lot, practice and record your voice, record your ideas, and okay. So for the information I was looking for, you need to do the septo exam, okay? The septo exam is for free, okay? And the CAE
Okay,
exam, I need to ask more because I called a teacher from Corozal, but he told me he didn't know anything, only about septo. I share with you an email address that belongs to the national leader of English at UNAT. You can ask directly to this guy, okay? Better ask him. Besides Septo, we have to do another exam. He's the person who gives you the answer. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So, have a good night. See you next
See you,
time.
Miss. Thank you for your
See
time.
you.
Hola.
Good night,
Encontraste
teacher.
la nueva rutina hora de dormir.
My cell phone is crazy. It
Time,
speaks
time to sleep, time to
automatically.
sleep,
I don't
teacher.
know what. Yeah.
Time to rest.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
See
Okay,
you.
teacher.
bye.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Have a
Primero,
nice night.
vamos a establecer la alarma para mañana en la mañana.
Ay, ¿qué le pasa a esto? He's talking alone.
¿A qué hora quieres
He's
que
talking by
establezca la
himself.
alarma?
Why he's talking?
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.